Hello, Star Citizen Addicts Anonymous fans. This is Nikki Batgirl D'Angelo, and I am back. It has been another semester filled with lots and lots of work, and another portion of my year at work filled with lots and lots of work. So the first thing I always have to give up is that extracurricular, well, it's not extracurricular. This is more a life for me. I love doing these videos. I love bringing you my opinion, editorial, and just raw news, whichever it might be. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about where I've been, and then I'm going to talk to you about where we're going. Alright, so the first thing that we want to talk about is my flight training. I actually decided to go back to flying after 17 years. Went out and got my flight review done. It took about 6 hours of flying to shake off the rust. I flew with a very, very nice girl named Skyla Ackley, and it was just an incredible, incredible time. I finished that up stellarly, and now I am able to fly whenever I want. I just am not, because flying costs a lot of money, let me tell you. The next thing is that we are moving forward with playing more games on the channel. I've been playing X-Plane. I stopped playing it a little bit because it was really affecting the way that I was flying real aircraft. And I needed to get out into real aircraft and fly for a while, so I pulled away from X-Plane. And then, out of nowhere, I found Elite Dangerous yet again. I played it for a while, way back when it first came out. Played through 1.0, 1.1, and I believe 1.2. Didn't play Horizons, but maybe for a week. And it wasn't that I didn't like the game. It's that I just didn't find very many things interesting with it, because I was delving deep into 2.4, 2.5, 2.6 in Star Citizen, and just felt like Star Citizen was a more detailed and better experience. Well, something's happened with Elite. It's definitely not Star Citizen, but it's gotten interesting. So I've been playing that. Ivocati got Star Citizen 3.0, a reduced feature version of it last week, and there have been many updates over the course of the week, making the product better, making it closer and closer to a finished product that they're going to be able to release for the rest of us. I'm pretty excited about that, because I really need me some Star Citizen fun, and these old nostalgic shots of my Mustang flying around the ICC probe. Yeah, done that many times. And, you know, it didn't get old for a very long time, but when it got old, it got really old quickly. So I am in a point of my Star Citizen addiction where I've pulled back. I haven't spent any real money except on the X1. Melted my Caterpillar to buy the Origin 600i because I think it's oh so beautiful. And I started paying closer attention to everything that's been coming out of CIG. Now I can come out and give you my analysis that talks about how 3.0, which had this big giant bucket of things to do, of items that were on their wish list, has systematically been trimmed until it's been a very basic release. But I can't tell you that because I'm not Ivocati. And I'm going to wait and see what they actually have. But the way that they've been speaking about 3.0 is that a lot of the really cool elements that they were trying to work on are going to come in releases that are going to be added along the way. And some of them have already been put back in. But this week, we'll talk about what I fell in love with. Now, Chris has talked about immersion for a very long time. And one of the things that I found to break my immersion was the clipping and broken cockpits. The way that some of your hands moved and some of your hands didn't move. Just the way you looked in these beautiful cockpits. So in the course of building the game, CIG has come up with this term sprints, and I'm sure that that's a term used by other companies that develop anything, develop plans, develop games, develop systems, develop procedures, whatever it might be. But they've gotten into many different sprints, and the sprint that they talked about this week was about cockpit design and rebuilding the immersion factor in the cockpit itself. And they talked about how trimming the number of cockpit designs down, and that's not saying the cockpits are going to look different. It's saying that they're going to use the same box for the different ships and then put the elements in there, and you'll have a wide variety, a diversity of different looks to cockpits. But generally, they're going to all have the same box, so when you put a pilot inside of them, when they put their hand on the throttle, put their feet on the pedals, put their other hand on the flight control, the stick or the yoke, it's going to be amazingly perfect. It's going to work every single time. And by doing this, they could break all of the ships that are in the game right now into 5, 6, 7, or 8 different categories, whatever it is. So when they're designing a cockpit for a ship, they look at it and say, all right, is this one like a Gladius? Is this one like an Ursa? Is this one like a Sabre? Is this one like a Hornet? And they could build the cockpit layout around that box, put the elements in it, and then have the controls where they are, so they have fewer animations to worry about, and they can work on making that detail better. In fact, it's made it so good that they've been able to make the cockpit so much more immersive that you could actually have level of detail showing how much damage you have received in your fight. I think this is great. I think this is a very important element and one of the best things that I've seen come out of CIG in quite a while. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on 3.0. I am going to rant for about 30 seconds, and I promise you it will be over. I think the Ivocati is an amazing, 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 amazing idea that CIG came up with. There are some people out there that are wonderful in their way that they report bugs and help CIG make this game the best damn space simulator ever. And then there's Ivocati that I just facepalm. I just put my hand in my head and I go, what the fuck are they doing on Ivocati? And I'm talking about the ones that are specifically out there leaking everything. And, you know, when I look at leaks and I look at leaked bugs, they think it's funny. They think it's cool. Let me show everybody. But you signed an NDA, and that's not what your job is about. Your job is to find those bugs and get them fixed. By you putting them out there, by you, the few that have broken the trust of CIG, and those of us that want to see the game, what you've done is you've created content for people to say, look how shitty the game is. It's not even working. And that's not what Ivocati is about. Ivocati is about making the game better, not about showing its faults, but finding the opportunities to make it better and handing them on to CIG to get them fixed. That's my rant, folks. That's it. Now, I personally never wanted to be part of the Ivocati because I believe with my desire to bring you news, my desire to bring you opinion, my desire to give you an open-minded look at the game, I can't do that with signing the NDAs that I would have to sign to be able to be on Ivocati. All right, so today is Friday. Tonight is going to be Lightspeed Lunatics, which myself, Sylvie Girl, and Eden Star do on the best place to watch us, which is twitch.tv/thebaseradio. And of course, I've picked up streaming again, and I am definitely streaming every Tuesday night and Thursday night and potentially Saturday nights. And that will be on twitch.tv/starcitizenaa. For those of you that watch Wednesday, remember, send me your questions to starcitizenaa@gmail.com. And make sure you put question for Ben in the subject field. And folks, please, if you want to support my channel, there is a Patreon at patreon.com/Batgirl. Any help you give helps the channel get better. Thank you very much. That's all I got for this week. And I promise I'll keep them short and to the point from now on. And I'll be back next week. And with that said, you all be safe out there. And I will talk to you soon.